have a guest that's coming out to join me that is one of my very special people. I was telling my husband all about Glenn, and I've told him about it before, but you know how we all, sometimes we forget things. But anyway, so I was like, honey, I get to be on with Glenn today. Come on, Glenn. Come on, honey. Glenn Lehrer is a master. I'm talking a master cutter, master lapidary, sculptor extraordinaire. This is a man, and I said this, Glenn, earlier, and I don't know if you heard it, but I said, your pieces are in museums. I said, you should be in a museum.
I'm old, but not that old.
No, I know, exactly. No, but it's just the fact that when you see what he does and how he takes gemstones, cuts them like no one else does, and then puts a diamond in the center of the gem. I have a ring, a pendant, and earrings that all match from your collection. And those I will have until the day I die, and then I'll probably have to put them in my will ahead of time.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, who to grandmother it in.
Exactly.
Yeah, right.
I know. And right now I only have one granddaughter, so she's kind of... anyway, let's talk about these. We offer these in the blue topaz that you see right there. That beautiful blue topaz with the diamond in the center. Next to that is the prasiolite, which is this light green. It's a soft, pretty green.
Beautiful,
it's really
kind of like, pistachio color, right?
Yes, exactly, and like a green amethyst, really.
That's really what it is.
Prasiolite. This next one is called Rose de France, which is really, again, another
pink
amethyst.
It's pink amethyst, they call that, but Rose de France is a name that actually goes back over 70, 100 years, actually.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
It's been around a long, long time.
And then last but not least, champagne quartz.
Champagne citrine.
Look at that. So let's talk. Tell everybody, first of all, a little bit about this ring, and then I want to get into your background. Why did you do this ring, and what is the difference in the cut of these pieces?
Well, this is actually something that I invented back in 1998. I applied for a U.S. patent. I'm one of only 2 patents for a gemstone in the whole patent library.
Wow.
And I never thought you could patent it. And then somebody said to me, you might want to try that. And it turned out that I was able to get a patent. What's neat about the Taurus ring cut is that it's, and we call it, the general name is a Taurus ring, but we call this one the Eye of Consciousness, because this is the original cut where it's all carved. So there's no facets in here other than the flat table on the top. The rest is all hand carved inside the center of the stone. And so it's half the depth. Maybe you can show them how shallow the stone really is, because it lays very flat, right? And so they're half the depth of a traditional stone, so they lay very flat. But the whole idea is whenever you drill a hole inside of a stone, if you do that at a traditional round brilliant, that hole would actually destroy the brilliance.
Right.
So what it is a carving technique that I do that when you go in on the back side, you actually put what we call an internal cone shape in the middle. That does 2 things. One, it makes it so you don't see the drill hole. And 2, that curved inner cone actually does something very unusual with the optics. What it does is
I'm going to turn it right to the camera and let's see if we can show that.
You can see it doesn't look like it's faceted, and why we call it the Eye of Consciousness is because it looks like the iris of an eye.
It does.
That's why I named this particular cut the Eye of Consciousness, because it has a look of the iris. And the Taurus shape or the Taurus name is the most prevalent form in nature. Well, when you put whenever you put a curved surface on the inside, what it does is it condenses the light like the eye of a cat's eye. It condenses the light, and then that light then projects back outwardly, so you're actually multiplying the light that you wouldn't get in a traditionally cut stone.
Well, look at this.
Look at that.
This is the green prasiolite, light green. But look at how, when you say it's not even faceted, there's no cuts except the way it's carved.
It's all carved.
But it almost looks like a flower inside.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to show you this in the blue. The ones that I own from your line, your
Right.
collection, are the blue ones.
Yeah.
I went with the blue topaz, but
can
look
see
at that.
why.
Isn't that exquisite? Now, I've got to tell you something real quick, and I didn't even talk price because there's so much to tell about this, and it drives me crazy when they only give me 6 minutes to get all this information up. What I want you to know is we have sizes 5 through 10. That's the first thing. Second of all, you're saving almost $200 off of QVC's price just for today, just while it's a Gem Day sale price. The other thing is we have earrings to match. I want to give you the information for that because it's nice to be able to have, matching pieces. The earrings are